Okay, now as you can see, I'm in Second Life. I already have the base model and my LOD models loaded into the uploader because, well, we're worried about the physics right now. So I'm going to come here, find my physics mesh, which is right here. And okay, as you can see, that looks pretty good. And you might think, okay, if it looks good in the uploader, that's it. We can just go ahead and upload. Well, that would be nice. But I will show you in World here in a minute why we need to go ahead and analyze this. Now, here in the step 2, convert to hulls, we have surface, which is what this is currently on. We have wrap, or solid, and then we have wrap. Now I'm going to go ahead, because I can change this back. Let's analyze that. Okay, as you can see, that looks pretty okay. It does change the colors. I'm not sure why, but yeah. Now you will notice though that it has added these little wings here, which was not part of our original mesh or our physics mesh. That's surface. And then on solid, it adds a whole bunch of stuff here. Making the house pretty much locked in tight. Now this might work. I honestly haven't done the upload to tell because, okay, I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm one of those that, like, let's say I'm out here on the balcony and I decide I want to go somewhere, I might just hit my fly button and leave. Well, obviously, that's going to be an issue. Same with jumping into it or anything like that. And then we have wrap, which, okay, I am not even sure what that's supposed to be doing, but yeah, that's a mess. So we're going to go back here to surface. Now, as I pointed out already, we have these wings here. But if you look here under quality, we have normal, we have preview, and we have high. So let's try high for a minute. Still there, not much difference. And okay, yes, I could use that and it will let me utilize the house. But okay, I'm picky. My physics mesh wasn't made to have wings. I don't want it to have wings. So if I go here to preview, as you can see, the wings are gone. My doorways are still open. So we're going to try that. Now we're going to come down here to simplify. And it by default is on better detail. So we're going to hit that and see what happens. Well, as you can see, it closes everything back up. Not what we want. I mean, if we wanted that, we could have just put a cube around the house to start with and been done with it. Detail is going to give much the same thing. But retains percentage. Again, it's how we made it. So we're going to go ahead and go with that. So we have surface, preview, Analyze, retain percentage under method for the simplify. Simplify, calculate our fees and weights. And it's 49 Linden and land impact of 32.514. Now, I'm not sure why when you analyze, it charges more for the upload. I can tell you that it does. Without analyzing this, my upload cost would have been about 33 Linden. So now I'm going to go ahead and upload. And now I'm going to res this out. Now, first thing we need to do once we do this is come through here in the features. And as you can see, I have my physics mesh on, or visible, and change this to prim. If you don't change it to prim, you're not going to be able to utilize the house. So now we're going to come over here and I'm going to show you. Now you will notice I haven't done the doors yet. I prefer to upload my doors separately for reasons of LOD, because where they're so much smaller, their LODs need to be different. So I do them on their own. And also, I wasn't going to get a whole lot into the doors for this because there will be a doors class coming up. When exactly, I can't tell you, but it will go over a lot of the finer points with doing offsets and things like that that so many people seem to have questions on. But that is the base house now. Now over there I have one that's already textured up, and I have one that I had uploaded without analyzing. I'm going to show you why that didn't work. So let's come over here. Okay, now first glance, this looks like it works fine. But I'm going to stay in edit mode while we walk in here. Everything looks good through here, but as you can see, I can't get to the second floor because the opening that I so carefully put in here is closed. And that created the need to have to analyze. So we're going to go out of here. There's one other thing I wanted to show you. Over here to the side, I have a copy of the steps. If you remember correctly, when I was doing the video on them, I said that I had made some where I had done each step as their own physics. And this is them. They look great. But now, As you can see, you can't walk up them. And they're not phantom or anything like that. The physics is there. And if you take it slow, you can make it up. But if you don't take it slow, you just fall. Now, I could have gone through and closed up the holes in between them, but that would have just added a bunch of needless parts to the physics when, okay, on steps like this, it's not going to make a difference. Now, if I had some wide steps, like some of the outside ones you'll see where you have a step up and then you take a couple of steps before you reach the next step and it goes up and then a couple of more steps, something like that, then yes, doing like I did here or even filling in the holes is perfectly fine. And the way I did it for the house would not have been. But for in a house, because let's face it, how many of us are actually watching our feet when we're walking? So using the single piece across, going up all the steps, works, and it helps keep our physics costs down. So that's always a benefit. And then, of course, as some of you have seen, this is the house finished with my doors, which I will go ahead. I'll show them here. I did them the same way I did everything else. For the most part, I did a front and a back, and then that is my offset base. I chose to do my offset on the bottom like I did so that it's not in the way. So now, okay, let me... Yes, I like a bright kitchen, if you can't tell. So, that's it. That completes the house. I do have a couple of other things I wanted to show in this week. So I will be back in Blender in a few minutes. Thank you.